this is my third time recording this intro. Welcome, ladles and tombliboos, to this beautiful department of greatness. I am back doing something because I am just bored out of my mind tonight, and I wanted to fill some time. Today, we are going to be reacting to all of the A Minecraft Movie official trailers. So that's both of them that have been released by Minecraft and Mojang. I have seen these trailers before in their entirety, but I wanted to kind of mediaize my reaction in video form for you guys to see what you want to see what I think. That sentence makes no fucking sense. This is why I haven't done this in so long. I've lost my ability to talk to a camera. You're not even a fucking... You're a fucking light on the fucking end of my laptop, you piece of shit. So basically, I just wanted to do this because one, I was bored, and two, for those of you who've been subscribed to my channel for a while, I have played Minecraft countless times. There's lives of me playing Minecraft with my friends. I've done lots and lots of Minecraft videos, Skywars, survivals, tons of stuff. Of course, most of them have been lost to the recycle bin when I just annexed my channel because I wasn't enjoying what I was doing anymore. But that's a separate issue we'll talk about in a minute. But I wanted to sort of dive back into these trailers, have a little bit of a laugh, give my 2 cents on the characters and the premise of the trailers and what I think the plot might be, how I think the movie will be perceived by audiences. I myself am going this weekend to see the movie at the cinemas. We are only a few days out from its official premiere. And my thought pattern is one of sort of skepticism but excitement. My thoughts are mostly positive for this movie, because I kind of understand the premise of what they're going for. I think this movie is designed to be goofy and designed to be a bit of a meme. I mean, they've already really leaned into the meme stuff anyway. I mean, every time someone meets Jack Black in the last few months, they've got him to say the catchphrases, and Mojang has made memes of them. And I like it. I like that they're not taking themselves too seriously, even though this is a big generational step for Minecraft, having the game that was invented and developed by Notch completely immortalized in cinema. It's a big step for them, it's a big risk, and I think they're very brave and very, very, very humbling to see a studio as successful as Mojang and Warner Brothers able to take the piss out of themselves by turning and reciprocating memes of the stuff that they've released. A little bit of an announcement before we dive in. We all know that the Comics Tick channel for a while has not been flowering, and there is one main reason for that. As some of you may recall, about 3 years ago, I completely wiped everything from my channel, every piece of content except for lives. That was when I was not having the greatest self-confidence, and I was also getting a bit bored of doing YouTube. I was kind of doing it when I didn't really feel like doing it, and I'm honestly, right now, I'm only planning to do this when I get extremely bored, like I am tonight. For those of you who don't know, I'm a musician at heart, and I have been around music all my life, and it is what I want to do with my future. I actually have started my musical career. I have a debut EP out. It's called Afterthought. It was released on the 12th of February this year. I'll put some links down below to some places you can listen, a link to my Instagram and YouTube so you can watch the official video for the single that I released this year. It's called Where I Am. So that is what I will be, I've working on new songs, writing new stuff. That is what I will be putting most of my time and effort into, because YouTube is honestly, it's not what I want to do anymore. But I will do it when I get bored, and I will, because I do like to interact with the people that I knew when I was having this as a more central part of my life, because they're still making content, they're still having fun, and I want to just slip into that vein a few times every few months if I can. Without further a fucking chattery-do, I think we should start reacting to the trailers. I'm only going to react to the official trailers that Minecraft has published, not the one that's considered to be the first ever trailer for Minecraft, which was actually released by Warner Brothers. And that was the trailer that got the most hate, understandably so. The way it was edited and its tone was just it was weird. It was just really weird. I appreciated the use of the Beatles, but it was just odd. So here we go with a Minecraft movie official trailer, the first trailer Mojang and Minecraft released.
Minecraft trailer, take 2.
I am Steve. As a child, I yearned for the mines, but something always got in the way. Go on! Get out of here!
As an Aussie, it's absolutely hilarious because that guy's accent is so clearly Australian, it's incredible. And if I'm wrong and he turns out to be American or something, oh, I'm gonna get so much shit. Also, did you see the run on the dude?
But the call of the mines was too strong. So one day, I started digging and digging until I found this. A wonderland where anything you can imagine is possible.
I'm not going to pause it too much while actually reacting to the trailers. I'll give my final and sort of roundup of all my thoughts at the end of the video, but one thing I will just quickly point out is a lot of channels I've seen have been pointing out the things that this movie has that are just obviously blatantly not in Minecraft's vanilla game. But I think what the studio is going for here is a celebration of everything Minecraft. There's millions of mods out there for Minecraft. You know, there's been mob mods and realm mods and texture mods as well, which is where I think, as you can see here, there's clearly grass slabs used in this shot, which is something that is not in the vanilla game of Minecraft, but has had to be modded. I haven't myself seen retextured slabs to look like grass, but I've seen vertical slabs, I've seen retextured slabs to look like sea lanterns and all sorts of other blocks and completely new materials. So I think that is what the movie is doing, is hinting towards all things Minecraft, even the fans' input. And also, it's probably using the movie as a bit of marketing as well to advertise some new updates that may be coming to the game.
A wonderland where anything you can imagine is possible. As long as what you imagine.
There's a structure in the far distance over here. I don't know what it is. It looks like a woodland mansion from this far away. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, this is incredibly blurry, but it's definitely a either village-made structure. I mean, there's some sort of scaffolding crane over here. It's really hard to tell. But this is most definitely man-made. I mean, there's some really weird stuff, even in the close foreground. Like, is that just rocks? Is it boats? You know, there's lots of stuff in this one shot that's not in the vanilla game. But yeah, this is catching my attention. Everything in this area, it's entirely man-made.
As long as what you imagine can be built out of blocks. Got a boy!
Damn, that fool's gotta fucking hurt, dude. Right on his side with no protection.
Wait, who are you again?
Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. Gamer of the Year 1989. Whatever. I barely think about it.
I do have something to say about Jason Momoa being cast as Garrett the Garbage Man in this movie, and I will talk more about it at the end, but he's been in way too many, like, for me at least, I've only really ever seen him in pretty serious roles like Aquaman and a few sort of other ones that he's played quite serious characters. So it's a little weird to see one of the most manliest men in Hollywood put in a pink jacket with a wig on. Honestly, I think when I go to see the movie, if he has he could have some really sincere scenes and I could just chuckle my guts up for no reason, because as much as I think he'll be able to play the part really magnificently, I just can't take the guy seriously as he's portrayed in the movie. Can I just... Jesus Christ. The fucking movie of just completely unhuman walks. Let's just watch Steve's walk into this underground cave bunker thing. What the fuck is the walk? He's walking like he's just shat his pants and he doesn't want anyone to know. Oh, God. This movie could be really great or really bad and anywhere in between. It's... Oh.
Anything you can dream about here?
Yes, if only powered rails could move that fast in the actual game. Can I just say the CGI on the animals, if it is indeed CGI, I believe it is, but that looks fucking delicious. Like these bone parts here, they look very wooden, kind of. Probably because they're square, but damn, the texturing and the char on this chicken is making me hungry. I won't lie.
This makes no sense.
Don't I know it? There are dark forces who want to destroy this world. If we want to stop them...
A lot of people who have reacted to this trailer have said that the piglin holding this sword right here, it just looks... The proportions look so weird. And they do, but... If you've ever played Minecraft, you'd know that the swords that you craft in the game are definitely not broadswords. Like, even when Steve, in the crafting table clip, crafts one, it's not the most massive thing you've ever seen. It doesn't have an incredibly wide reach or long range. I think this piglin's supposed to be a commander, so they've made him slightly bigger than the other ones, because as you can see, it looks very small in his massive hands here. But the piglin behind him, the ratio of the sword to the piglin does look quite accurate. So I wonder if this guy's just a big, burly piglin here.
If we want to stop them, we're going to need to create something amazing. Let's go to the stash.
Okay, let's have a look at Steve's stash. So here we have a lot of things. On the top shelf, I'm just going to have a look over the stash. We have the TNT. We have a leather helmet here. I believe that's leather. A candle right next to wood. Well done, Steve. A jack-o'-lantern over here along with potion bottle. Boots of Swiftness. Really interesting that they've incorporated those. As I said, they are celebrating all things Minecraft, not just vanilla Minecraft. I think these are golden carrots. We have a turtle shell helmet. A diamond helmet, lots of fireworks, a lectern. The lectern looks really good, actually. And these wall-mounted torches, which look cool because they do look like the way that torches are mounted in the game, save for the sort of small metal bracket that they have. We have a full set of gold armor. I'm very interested to see what the proportions of the clearly blockified armor will look like on actual human beings.
This is our decision.
So we see here in this shot that the sword is definitely not massive, and it in terms of the game's proportions, when you're actually in-game and holding the sword in your hand, the ratio of sword to human is quite accurate.
What's this junk?
An ender pearl. Teleports you to wherever you throw it. And that was the only one I had. No biggie.
I love that Steve says no biggie, but if you're hoping to find the end, you kind of want an ender pearl. If you just rely on the Eye of Ender to sort of get you where you need to be and you're millions of blocks away from the stronghold, you want some ender pearls, dude.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing you need to know.
Great. Now it's dark. Does that feel quick to anyone else?
So there you go, that was the first Minecraft trailer, and it's a good mood setter, and it really sort of turned the tide. It started really turning the boat in the right direction for the audience reaction to this movie. It was well formed, and the mood was not just all over the place, and it wasn't inappropriately and just really mashly edited like the Warner Brothers' first ever trailer was. It was fun. And still goofy, but it really started to broaden the scope of what this movie is going to be about. So that was the first one, and I like it a lot. Now the second one, the final Minecraft movie trailer. This is where the ship really turned north. because it really set the tone for what the movie's going to be about. It more leaned into a lot of the memes that had come off the first 2 trailers. You know, it leaned into how people were just memeing the crap out of a lot of the things that had been in the previous 2 trailers, and I think once people realised that the movie wasn't taking itself so seriously, they realised that, okay, it might be bad, but at least they're not so adamant on wanting people to like this. It's very refreshing when a studio is able to take the piss out of its works before it's even been released, because, you know, companies like Disney and Lucasfilm and Marvel would not do that.
Don't worry! I'm gonna cushion our fall with this water bucket! Release!
The release. Phil's lost his mind over it. Now, people have been saying that Steve pulls off a water bucket clutch here. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to call BS, because this isn't so much a water bucket clutch, because a water bucket clutch, you have to throw the water a split second before you hit the ground, as your feet are about to slam onto the ground. It takes them a while to get to the ground after Steve has thrown the water, so I would call this just cushioning their fall, not so much a traditional water bucket clutch. But it's still cool to see that referenced, the viral mechanism for surviving massive falls.
In the overworld,
Wow.
anything you can dream about, you can create.
So they built all this?
Yeah, most of it.
Hola,
That thing doesn't understand a word you're saying.
we're talking.
See, this is what I mean with Jason Momoa. I know that the character is supposed to make you cringe. I know that's the way he's designed, but it's not so much the character for me, it's the fact that Aquaman is playing Garrett the Garbage Man. It's incredible transformation, but if he has even one sincere moment in this movie, I don't think I'll be able to take it seriously whatsoever.
Life here was perfect. Until one day,
Flint and Steel!
we came across the Nether.
Also, the Nether in this movie looks fucking awesome, by the way. Like, the sort of... I don't know whether this is the Blackstone Fortress. Is it Blackstone Fortress? I have not played the game in fucking ages, so please don't kill me. The ruins of that, or if this is actually like the Nether Fortress, I'm not sure, but it looks fucking awesome either way.
A place with no joy or creativity at all. You! What are you making?
So I think the villain... So it says here the main villain in the Minecraft movie is Malgosia, voiced by Rachel House, who hails from the Nether and is the leader of the Piglins. So I've just seen on Reddit, Malgosia is another name, the movie name for the seer from Minecraft Legends. She was the villain in Minecraft Legends. So they've brought a Legends character into the actual story, which is cool. The Ender Dragon, he may appear in this movie. I think it's cool to have something a little different.
If they get their way, this beautiful world and everything in it will wither and die.
It's really cool to see something that you've kind of just... It's like a blank canvas, almost. Like, you've seen zombies from Minecraft, the vanilla Minecraft game, a million times. They're expressionless. And it's cool to see something that's basically a blank canvas brought to life with expressions and movement, because the zombies in Minecraft just move like this. So it's cool to see some motion, some expression, some movement that actually makes these things creepy. Because if you're stuck to the way that zombies usually move in Minecraft and translated that into this movie, Also, the tufts of hair from the zombies coming out, that's cool.
Vaya con Dios. It means goodbye, brother.
No, it doesn't.
Don't look at her. It does.
It's just... cannot take him seriously. So that's the Woodland Mansion. Of course, it's got a big bridge across to it. They've given it some really awesome shading and lighting and character. It's very blunt and just kind of blank slate textured in the actual vanilla game, and to see it have some texture, some mossiness, some ageness is really cool.
We want to save this world. Creativity is key to survival. Now what? Elytra wingsuits.
The one funny thing here is we've never, at least I have never, really understood, because you can only really get elytra from the end. So I have never known what the material for elytra actually is. Here it looks like metal in just random flaps. Yeah, so they're sort of individual flaps. So that gives it a bit of more than just a blank slate metal sheet on your back.
Those things work, right?
Absolutely.
Coming in hot! The ghasts look awesome in this movie as well. All the mobs have really been given an upgrade really, really, really well. I mean, if that's one thing I can praise the movie for doing, the way that they've brought texture and life into the environment of Minecraft through cinema, even if the live action actors look a little out of place, they're starting to look less out of place every time I watch the trailers, because as we now know, the sets for the Minecraft movie were practical. Lots of sets were practical, and I don't think much of it was shot on a green screen at all. Set-wise, at least. I think some stuff was probably filmed in front of a green screen when necessary, but we've seen that they have built sets. They built sets for the environment near the portal, for Midport Village, I think for the boxing ring in the Woodland Mansion. I think the Nether would most likely be mostly CGI, but the main platforms and stuff I think would be real, which is awesome. You know, they haven't gone the CGI route. They've brought Minecraft to life quite literally, which is really incredible.
I got something for you.
I love Blue House. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so 2 gripes from lots of people in that creeper scene. Firstly, no one ever knew, or at least very few people knew before this, that creepers were actually meant to be made out of grass. Which is weird, because a grass block, the top of a grass block is mainly different coloured greens, and pale greens and dark greens and light greens. The texture on a creeper is greys and whites and light greens and blacks. It's very different textures, but it does make sense, you know, if it's come straight from the horse's mouth, I believe it. The lighting on this, for the way the creeper actually lights up, is very cool. I love the way that they've translated that from the game, because of course when you punch a creeper in game, the whole thing just starts to fizz and turn white and blow up in your face. Of course, another gripe is, how the hell does Garrett survive this? Garrett has nothing in between him but flat ground. He's standing this close to the creeper. In game, I think he would definitely die in this situation. He's got no armor on, he's got barely any utilities. Of course, this is just the trailer, so, you know, he could have chainmail under the pink jacket, we don't know, but I think the first night is quite close to the start of the movie, and it does not look like, in the scenes we've seen from the first night, Jack Black Steve is there to help them. The Iron Golems are one of the best looking mobs in this movie. The spider looks creepy as hell, dude. I think I might have arachnophobia after watching this movie, because it does look very creepy, very, very creepy.
Chicken jockey!
One of the biggest memed parts of this trailer. Chicken jockey! Oh boy. And we have this last part. I don't know how a villager got into the real world.
Oh no, not again. Oh my god, are you alright? Your head is huge.
I think there's a whole subplot where this woman starts dating the villager, which feels just so out of place, man. Okay, final thoughts. I am excited for this movie. Incredibly skeptical, but very excited. I do think if I go there and the movie is not a great representation of Minecraft, which I have quite a bit of faith that it will be, if I go there and I end up despising the story and themes in this movie, I don't think my time will be wasted watching this movie, because it looks like it's going to be a solid fucking laugh. Jack Black, Jason Momoa, The comedy, the slapstick humour will make you chuckle. What I think about the two biggest live-action characters being in this movie. First of all, with Jack Black as Steve, we know that there's going to be a whole lot of Jack Blackisms in this movie. We've seen it from the trailers. We knew it from the moment he was announced to be playing Steve. And as a result of being in live action, there's just all the more potential for his physical presence to just really just slap you in the face. Which I don't view as a bad thing, because let's be honest here, Steve has only ever been the in-game extension of the player's fingertips. What we can do on the keyboard translates to what Steve can do. Whatever we decide to do, Steve will do. So Steve has never had a definable individual personality. Steve is what you make him. If you want to make Steve a tyrannical village leveler, or a benign ruler, or an outcast who roams the lands of Minecraft, or hero, you can do that. I do like the approach that they're taking here. I think it's sometimes a bit extreme, but the sort of madman crafter who has just gone wild in this world that he's found is really cool. And the fact that the character of Steve is written in to have actually found the world of Minecraft and not be native to it. Steve is the only one of his kind in the game, apart from zombies, who the movie may or may not confirm. Of course, they wear the same clothing as Steve, so they could be other people who have made it into the game and died and respawned as zombies. So it does make sense that he would find this game and this realm and go crazy in it for years. So I do think that the character of Steve, while perhaps being a little jarring at times, with Jack Black's just completely eccentric, over-the-top mannerisms that he will no doubt inject, I don't have a problem with that. Of course, as I said earlier, Jason Momoa playing Garrett the Garbage Man is something that I will never be able to take seriously, because he's been in very serious roles that I've seen before. As much as people have taken the piss out of Steve's catchphrases, his mannerisms, and just the over-the-topness of him, I do think for me, Garrett the Garbage Man, even though he's designed to be this way, even more the fact that Jason Momoa is playing him, for me I think he is going to be the most cringeworthy and possibly annoying character of the movie. In some cases I may get completely bored of him. And the other few characters we don't know too much about. We know Henry, the boy, is the modder of Minecraft. He's the gamer. He represents us as a community who play Minecraft. We lose ourselves in this game for hours, and we strategize and we mod things and we go crazy with tactics and creativity and whatnot to survive. The other two, we are not too well endowed with what their personalities are like. I am excited to see what they will go through with this opportunity, this game. On the whole, I am excited for this movie. I am not a puritan of Minecraft. I haven't played it consistently for a very long time. I do hop in every once in a while to just, see what the atmosphere's like. But of course, this movie is a movie for children. Mainly, you can tell. And although it is a movie for predominantly the younger side of the Minecraft fan base, I do think, even if it's, a little unfaithful to what Minecraft, of course, was when we grew up with it, it will be a fun watch. So there's my thoughts on the Minecraft movie. I'll be going to see it very, very soon. I'm excited and very, 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 very... Yeah. That's basically all I have to say. That's everything. Stream my new EP, Afterthought. As I of course said in the beginning of the video, this is not the avenue I will be predominantly leading myself down anymore. I am more music focused these days. I will hop in every once in a while to just see what the atmosphere is like and maybe make the occasional video for you guys. Hope you've enjoyed. Leave a likey and subscribe if you're new, or not. It's a free world. You do what you want. Let me know if you're going to see the Minecraft movie down below in the comments as well. I may do a review of it after I've seen it. That sounds like something fun that I might do.